Hey guys, Paul here, Resin with Tables, and we're just about to mix up some ocean cast epoxy. Hey, as the resin cures, it gets lighter and lighter. And the last 12 to 24 hours, the resin will go crystal clear, and it's very high UV. I noticed that every 24 hours it kept getting clearer and clearer. And this is what you'll find. In the last 12 to 24 hours, this will go crystal clear, especially in the last 12. Guys, so this is my mould. It's 500 millimeters diameter. So I've got my trays here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out how much stones I need for my first layer. And then once I have the first layer of stones in my mould, then I'll put them into the container so that once I've done my pour and my base layer's gone hard, then I've got the exact amount of stones that I need to be able to put them into there. These moulds at home, guys, you come through to our website, buy a mould. You might want to do a gemstone one like I'm doing here. Go through to our gemstone section. You can pick out mixed polished tumble stones like this, or you can select more stones. You'll notice that I've got a steel plate and a steel ring. This is just an experiment that I'm doing here at Resin with Tables. The key thing, and I'm sure a lot of you would find, is it can be quite troublesome to get your mold sitting dead flat. So we're looking at options of accessories like either powder coated steel, 5 to 6 mil. This is actually an 8 millimeter piece, or aluminium. And then the ring is just to help with stopping the mold from expanding out too far. The worst thing is, with, you can see how pliable the silicone is, that you do your pour and then maybe you've got a bit more weight, or the wall of the mold's a bit thinner on one side than the other. It's going to push it out further and it's going to be out of shape. So by having a ring around the outside, sitting on a flat solid bed, you know that your piece is going to be dead flat and perfectly round every single time. By using sticky tape, it doesn't damage the mold. You're not introducing any chemicals or acetones or anything like that. And the tape does a fantastic job of getting all the loose particles. Isn't that right, Jenny? Mm-hmm. As you can see when we pour it into the mold, she doesn't look too bad when it's thin, and as the depth increases, it really starts to show how yellow the product is. I'm just guesstimating the depth there as I pour this in. Being a 500 millimeter mold, this is 3.3 kilos. Okay guys, just about to mix up some resin, pour Jenny's mold. Okay guys, so we're just going to pour the ocean cast epoxy into Jenny's mold. As you can see, this is very aerated. I've just mixed it up really fast, not really worried about it. is I know that I can just leave this pipe. I know what you're thinking, oh my god, Paul, that is so friggin' yellow. I know that I can just leave this pipe, and by tomorrow morning that'll be crystal clear. There won't be any bubbles or anything there. Just going to head it off the gas torch for you anyway, just to clear that up. Unlike Jenny's one that she's doing, I can actually deep cast this and finish it off. So once I get all my stones in, I'll pour another layer of deep cast, and then this piece will be ready to just wait until it's set, and then it can be taken out of the mould. Look at this beautiful gemstone. Now if you want to make one of these tables yourself, come through to our site, resinwoodtablesnz.com. We will sell you the mould, the resins, high UV ocean cast resin for doing this job. I'm actually just going around the outside edge now, pushing my stones in a few mil from the outside edge. So that allows me a little bit of space for when I'm doing my trimming and sanding the edge. There's nothing worse than coming to sand your edge and you've got a piece of stone in the way.
I'm just putting a coat of resin on the wall stone, and make sure that when I put the final layers on, they don't blow bubbles on my final layers.
Yeah, that's right, guys. So, like I was saying earlier, with polish or tumble stones, you don't have to worry about it. But with wall stone, it's really important that you make sure they're well sealed. So when you pour your final layer, the stone's not going to release any air. And Jenny's just going to bring that up almost to the top, if not to the top. Okay guys, so the gemstone's already done. So I'm just about to pop it out of the mould and see how she's looking. Absolutely stunning, perfectly flat, like glass, crystal clear, shiny. I mean, like, you're not going to get any clearer than that. And this resin is all high UV, so as you know, when this started off with the resin being very yellow, and now look at that, absolutely stunning. Ocean cast epoxy, so as you recall from the start, it's very, very yellow when we mix it, and then as it sets and goes off, it becomes crystal clear. So now you can see through that edge there. That's absolutely perfect. Crystal clear, perfect resin, cheapest in New Zealand, absolutely stunning. The UV component makes the resin very, very yellow. But as it cures, you'll see here how stunning this piece comes out. That's looking good. Wow. There you have it. Stunning amethyst and floral tabletop. And that will have a backlight. That will have a backlight underneath it.